Very happy Easter to you. It's one of our specials. Oh yes, which movie we're covering this time? Well, if you've read the code, you'll know. We're covering Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock! Oh! Well, what could be better for an Easter story than somebody coming back to life? Oh, spoilers. No, seriously, if you've not seen this film before, eh? And also, don't listen to any more of this. Go out and watch it. Or possibly watch it while we're talking. No, don't watch it while we're talking it over the first time. Really, no. It's just ruining it, basically. This is only for the truly dedicated people amongst you that like pain. So, as you'll notice, Amory's dying of a cold, so there is no editing, so nothing we can do about the coughing. Sorry. Folks. Anyway, that's enough whittering away, isn't it, dear? You know the score. We've got it to the. This is the Blu-ray. It's because it's the UK.
Blu-ray. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Thank you. Yes, we'll also be singing all our jingles this time, of course, because we can't drop them in on the edit, because the only editing I'm doing is bringing up the volume levels a bit. I hope, unless it goes really, really wrong. But the plan is we're watching the UK Blu-ray release region. What are we, region 2? For some reason we're a bunch of number 2s, I believe. So if you're watching the US one, I believe the speed runs differently somehow. How does that work? How isn't that even a thing? But it is, apparently. It's to do with standards of stuff. I don't know. But anyway, we've got the Blu-ray. We've pressed enter on play, and we've paused it with the big phallic mountain of Paramount all ready to go. And there's no sign of Shatner climbing up it, so I think we're safe. This isn't Star Trek 5. We're away for Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock. Oh yes, here we go. It's been a little while since I've seen this, so this is going to be fun. And I'm about to press play once the countdown is finished.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Get out!
3,
Get out of there! Get out!
1.
Oh, there's always that bit where it just takes ages to kick in our player, so I've no idea if that even works, but anyway.
Yeah, we've got a bit of an ageing Blu-ray player.
We have, yeah, it's ancient now, bless it. It's at sterling service, but it will last longer. We need you, Blu-ray player. Oh, recap! Again, if you've not watched Star Trek 2.
Why is it so tiny?
It's just the way they do it. I think it fills the screen eventually.
Does it?
It must have been really interesting watching this when you're in the cinema. It's like, well, they double the aspect ratio. They've broken the projector. Complain. But no, it's supposed to be like this, don't worry. Unless a Blu-ray player has indeed died. Which would be ironic. But then he'll have to come back to life again, clearly. So that's all right. But one of the things that's really irritating me this evening is the fact the cover of the Blu-ray is wrong.
The cover is wrong.
Yes, it's got a... We had the box set. And for some reason, it's a picture of Spock from the motion picture. Well, I mean, do search the spot. At least get the right picture on it. Dear.
This death takes place in the shadow.
So, apparently this was the easiest writing assignment Harv Bennett ever had. He was told by Paramount to start writing this within days of the release of Star Trek 2, and it was obvious that was going to be a big hit. And he knew where the plot had to go. Oh, we've got the clock on, I've just realised. We might silence that in a minute.
Yes.
Lovely. Timestamp? No, we're at 1:45. But yes, he knew where the plot had to go. He just worked his way backwards from there. It does kind of show, it has to be said. It's not I don't like this film, it hasn't quite got enough in it. But anyway, we'll cover that, I expect, on the way. Hup. Because it was Leonard Nimoy directing, it got a lot less budget than it might otherwise, so there's a degree of penny pinching going on, including arguably using so much of this footage from Star Trek 2 to start with, but I guess they had to get people up to speed. But I mean, who would have gone to see Search the Spot without having seen 2? Is there anybody out there who watched them the way around? That must have been weird.
Yeah, but what if, you were too young to go to the cinema to see 2?
I suppose it's marginally possible, isn't it? Although I don't think it was that high a certificate. I'm going to have a look. Actually, no, of course, 2 was slightly higher, wasn't it? Well, it was on video. I don't know that. I'm just going to silence the clock. Silence the clock or send it away. There we go. We're slightly worried that clock's going to turn out to be the Master's TARDIS and I'll get shrunk, but that hasn't happened, so I'm alright. Cue wonderful music. Another fantastic score. Is it James Horner again, I think?
I don't know. You're asking the wrong person.
Unlike Star Trek 5, I have some notes, but I can't see any notes on that, which is annoying. I fail already.
So one thing I want to know...
Oh, there's a big gap there. Sorry, I meant to point that out and drifted away on my notes. Between William Shatner's name and DeForest Kelly's.
Yeah.
Where Nimoy's name would have been, which is quite nice. A nice touch, that. Even better if you actually have your eyes open when it comes up.
So they don't name him?
No, because he's barely in it.
Okay. Fair enough. Anyway, where did they film all the planty stuff that looks a bit like Kew Gardens?
It wasn't Kew Gardens, but it was... Yeah, I don't know is the honest answer. I could look into that, but I'm not sure I'm going to have a chance. But somewhere that was like Kew Gardens. That's helpful, isn't it? So this is going to be a very informative commentary. Christopher Lloyd. This is one thing I always look forward to in this movie is Christopher Lloyd's performance. Because he does at least give some excitement. I don't quite know what we're going to do with the long Spock coming back to life scene at the end. We might have to come up with... Hey, it is James Horner. I was right. Excellent. We might have to come up with some sort of song and dance routine at that point. I don't know.
Well, I might have invented a drinking game by then.
Well, it would have been a bit late, but yeah, you could do. We'll certainly need one. Take a sip every time you yawn by that point. Sorry, I'm prejudging this again, aren't I? But I do find that last scene a bit turgid. Oh. James Horner's score for 2 is always highly praised. This one, not so much. I don't know why, because it's equally good as far as I'm concerned. I think it's just because the movie isn't, which is a bit of a shame. Oh, I love this music. Oh, it makes me warm glow inside. Seems so wrong talking over it, but that's kind of the point of a commentary. Don't die. I seem to remember reading some of the scars on the ship were different to the ones in 2. We certainly seem in more detail here than we did in 2. Moody Shatner is moody. He's got his moody face on.
Seems weird him walking around with him speaking, but his mouth isn't moving. Just seems odd. I know it's the captain's log, but it's just weird.
Or empty even the land. The death of Spock is like an open wound. It seems that I have left the noblest part of myself back there.
Oh, serious stuff here.
Newborn planet.
He's got a clean jacket anyway, he's not covered in blood anymore.
Estimating space dock in 2.1 hours.
Although I guess he probably got a clean one for Spock's funeral, didn't he? I would hope.
It would have been respectful, yes.
The consoles all seem a little more colourful than they did, and did the seats too as well. I don't know if they've reupholstered them or just cleaned them or what.
Sir, there is no response.
It looks like really hideous leather.
It does, yes. Shocking 70s leather from a Ford Cortina or something.
Yeah, it's all sort of mint green.
There's worse to come on that front, but we'll come to this. This is not a good film for upholstery, just to warn upholstery fans out there.
Not a good film for upholstery. That could go on a poster, couldn't it?
Well, we may have our title already.
So that guy with the white top to his uniform, is he a cadet or something?
I was wondering.
I don't know, this is trainee Foster. The red indicates cadet with officers.
So what does the
He's
one
played...
that's got the white at the top thing?
Yeah, those are just not officers, they're just crewmen. This is played by Phil Morris, this chap, who we've mentioned a few times in our Who Are Yous. He was Rhematic Clan in Rocks and Shoals. Not that you'd recognise him under all that makeup.
You know.
Commander Topok in Looking for Parmac. And he was in the original series Story Miri as a child.
Oh, right, okay.
He was also in Voyager. Been in Babylon 5 as an Earth Alliance First Officer. Black Dynamite
Oh, Dynamite.
And Knight Rider. And here's the merchant man. That's the one. Yeah.
The merchant man.
The merchant man. The merchant man. If I put my teeth in, it's a lovely model. One of many new models. This is where a lot of the budget went, I think, on the models, which is no bad thing.
People were reliable. Where the hell is he?
Been here for some time.
Oh, and this is Valkyris. First female Klingon in the movies. Although, for some reason, I got into my head when I was
This is Valkyris.
young that was a Vulcan. A Romulan.
Well,
I mean, she hasn't got much of a forehead, it has to be said.
she doesn't look especially Klingon, and the hair is just really weird.
But she's got the anti-nippy cleavage, hasn't she? They do carry that on. And here's another new model we're seeing for the first time, which is a weird thought. We got so used to it now.
Yeah.
The bridge, obviously very different to later Klingon bridges. This is actually reused from another film.
Is
There's
that a Targ? Or
Yeah,
is
that's. I think so. And Targ's more piggy-like later on,
thought
actually.
so, yeah.
Yes, but it may have been the intention originally, but they look different later on, don't they? You know, reused Genesis footage. We'll have a bit more of that later on as well. I love the music as well. It's the first time we've heard this Klingon music particularly. Well, no, that's not true. In the motion pictures a bit, but it's a lot more wheezy in this. It's got there's a particular horn he's using apparently.
Yeah. Sounds like my lungs at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, Christopher Lloyd. It's a very strange character that. This is where we get the first sort of indication of honouring Klingons. You know, he's got to kill her for honour's sake for some reason because she's seen the data. And they keep calling him Lord because originally in the script he was a warlord.
Okay.
What the hell's going on? When do I get paid
The Bird of Prey it was originally going to be Romulans in this. That's why the Bird of Prey has got... A, it's called a Bird of Prey because those were the Romulan ships in the original series, and B, it's got feathers on it. Well, not real feathers, painted on. And... Does it start with the Klingon language? Did they use that in the motion picture as well? I remember Mark Okrand's book on the Klingon language had a picture on the cover of this film. Boom! And they properly blow that up, don't they?
Yes.
No superimposed... Look, bits! I love it when you see bits and ships blow up. Yeah, well, look at that! With the sparkling! That's fantastic. Not a fan of the White Bridge. I mean, it's, in terms of where the position is, with him in the middle, that's quite good. You're dead. Apparently, Nimoy wanted Edward James Olmos to play Krug. He didn't get his way on that. I can't imagine it being anybody other than Christopher Lloyd, but there you are. And another new model coming up. Ba 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 ba. Yes, it's Space Station 1 or whatever it's called. It's not actually named in this.
Pretty, it's got purple on it.
It is a fantastic level of detail on that space station, and it's such a wonderful design. The old mushroom. It's the dog.
Her hair is a bit of a mistake, isn't it?
It's very 80s, isn't it? Lots of gloss in there. It's not the worst fashion problem we'll see in this movie.
Probably not.
Oh, it's definitely not. I got a note somewhere about who it is who provides the voice for that. As in the Welcome Home. Am I going to be able to find it?
That shot hasn't aged well.
No, and not only that, of course, but it's completely out of scale with what we see in Next Generation, because they can get the D through that gap somehow, and it's like twice the size of that Enterprise refit. Never mind, it's not the fault of 3, that's the fault of, well, what they're going to do in Next Gen, build a whole new model, it's the problem. But the internals are just wonderful, aren't they? And again, that mushroom theme's kind of continued, isn't it? That the black bit, if you like.
The black bit?
Yeah, I'll point it out. We see again. That another new model. That's run out of breath. All these new models. There's the Excelsior, not to everybody's liking, but
I like
it's not bad. It's supposed to look fast, basically. Is the aim with that one?
My grandmother had wheels, she'd be a wagon.
Wonderful line.
Young minds, fresh ideas, be taught.
Originally, it was going to have 4 warp nacelles. I'm glad they didn't go with that. It looked odd. Oh, there's Yeoman... Well, she's not Yeoman anymore, but yes, Commander Rand by the looks of it then. A wonderful idea of being able to watch ships come in that close up, if a little scary.
I'm sure it's a
The lady on the right
force
there
fieldy
is
thing.
definitely pissing us out.
It is. I'm sure it's a sort of all force fieldy and whatnot.
One would hope, just in case.
Why does Nimoy keep framing shots of that woman's arse?
Why wouldn't you? But yes, it is a bit unfortunate.
An energy reading from sea deck, from inside Mr. Spock's quarters.
Quarters.
Out of Spock's quarters.
Yes.
Yes, sir. I sealed the room myself. Nevertheless, I am reading a life form there.
This entire crew seems on the edge of obsessive behavior concerning Mr. Spock.
Sir, security reports the door to Spock's quarters has been forced.
I'm on my way. Sulu, continue docking procedures. Aye, sir.
This is weird. What? Why is he speaking Russian to Scott? Does Scotty speak Russian? That's odd.
Maybe he does now. I don't know. Those are really weird helmets.
They are, yes. I think they're from the motion picture. Certainly the rest of the armour is for the security guys, but they look naff, don't they?
They look more like something like Buck Rogers.
They do a bit, yes, bless. Oh, Chekhov, by the way, in Russian said, "I'm not crazy." Well, look.
Uh-huh.
That is, of course, Nimoy's voice. Which is nicely eerie.
You left me on Genesis. Why did you do that? Help me.
Crazy Bones is crazy.
What the hell are you doing? Have you lost your mind? Help me, Jim. Take me home.
Country road to the plate. No, sorry.
And perhaps it's not too late.
We can play out to that. Well, the horrible thing, I've only got the version from Lucky Logan that's got the wee kid singing it, which is a bit grating.
No, let's not have that then.
I'm sure YouTube will come to the rescue.
Or we might have something else to play out on.
We might do.
Remember.
Admiral, docking is completed. Starfleet Commander Morrow is on his way for inspection.
Yeah, Morrow's kind of like the fleet admiral.
Okay. Not Fleet Admiral Shonky.
No.
You've
He
all
is.
done remarkable service under the most difficult conditions. You'll be receiving Starfleet's highest commendation. And more importantly,
I recognise him.
I did have a look, and I couldn't find anything significant on IMDb.
they need your wisdom on the new Excelsior. Report there tomorrow as Captain of Engineering.
With all appreciation, sir, I prefer to supervise the refit of Enterprise.
I'm afraid that won't be necessary.
But, sir,
I'm sorry, Mr. Scott, but there will be no refit.
Boo!
I don't understand. The Enterprise.
Yeah, his Admiral pin is different to Kirk's, isn't it, if you look at them? See, Kirk's has just got the 4
But we
points. The Fleet Admiral's has got, like, loads more.
We'd hoped to take
8,
her
I
back
think.
to Genesis.
That is out of the question.
It's a fine tash he's sporting.
In your
Yeah.
An Admiral's tash.
has become a galactic controversy.
And it's all your fault.
Until the Federation Council
It's a very small crew, isn't it? Blimey. They lost a lot of people against Garn.
with anyone, your knowledge of Genesis.
I can't see his oobly.
Quarantine.
Snar.
It's not hanging out. No.
His Admiral's thing.
Yeah. God, that shot keeps coming up in Next Generation, doesn't it? Blimey, they really did get their money's worth. Because ILM doing the effects as ever, well, not as ever, unfortunately, but certainly the best effects always come from ILM in Trek films.
Genesis, simply put, is life from lifelessness. It was the intention to introduce the Genesis device into a pre-selected area of a lifeless space body, the moon, or other dead form.
Did they ever revisit the...
Here we go with that CGI effects again.
Yeah. Did they ever revisit the idea of Genesis?
No, it gets very quietly dropped because it's it's horrendous technology that they really shouldn't have. They should be able to do anything if they can do this and never have any problems ever again. But yeah, they kind of cover over it on the basis that it didn't properly work because they used proto matter. Christopher Lloyd, of course. Back to the Future.
Yep.
Goes without saying, doesn't it? Really, it's probably his most memorable role. Taxi, originally, TV series. Clue. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? He's brilliant in that as a complete nutcase. The Addams Family films. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I think that was his first performance. Louise Fletcher, of course. Guy Wynn. And, of course, the Street Hawk Pilots. Let's not forget that. So many good movies. And the Street Hawk Pilot.
What's going on with that guy's pasty? It's melting into his eyebrows.
It's early days.
That
For the
goes,
past,
yeah.
Left or right?
Opposite side to Christopher Lloyd. I don't know my
Him
left
or
and
the
right.
other one?
The one who's gone away.
The one who's
now.
gone away now that we can't look at, yeah. Quality commentary!
Well, you should never ask me left or right. I don't know.
For the preservation of our race, we will seize the secret of this weapon. The secret of ultimate power.
You just buy him as this slightly unhinged Klingon warlord. Hey, and another new model!
What the fuck is that?
It's the Oberth class. This is the Grissom.
Oh, I don't like that
Yeah,
one.
and a
It's
lot of people
wrong.
don't. It's the canoe, I think, that throw people. And of course, there's the
Looks
whole.
like a sex toy.
Thank you for that.
It's got a handle and everything.
USS sex toy.
Look! That's for putting your hand over as the palm grip.
No, I don't want to know. Okay.
It's the USS sex toy.
USS Lucky Rabbit, whatever it is.
Rampant Rabbit.
That's the one.
Communication.
Esteban. Now look at the upholstery here, folks.
It's Peach!
It's peach.
Oh,
Each
that's
peach
mank.
pear plum.
That's mank.
And it's just a redress of the Enterprise bridge. They moved the panels round a bit to make it look different.
Who's Mr. Chinny?
What? Captain Esteban? Or is it somebody else?
The captain.
Yeah, Captain Esteban.
Sorry, I thought the comms dude was Esteban.
All units functional. Recorders are on.
Who's
Don't
both-
like David's outfit either, it's hideous.
No, I think that's just a reuse from 2, though. Of course, we've got a new Savick here.
Yes.
Kirstie Alley had become a big star in Cheers post Star Trek 2, so they couldn't really afford her. So it's Robin Curtis, who's the militant Vulcan, Talera in Next Generation's Gambit, an ambassador in Babylon 5's Death Walker. She's in Space Above and Beyond, Airwolf and Knight Rider. Pretty good CV, if you're a geek.
All the varieties of land and weather known to us within a few hours.
So, yeah, Mr. Chinny.
We'll come back to Mr. Chinny when we see him next. Is that Mr. Chinny?
Yes.
Yes, that's Captain Esteban. Philip Richard Allen. And again, he didn't particularly register as being in anything interesting.
It must have soft landed.
In code to Starfleet.
But he's got one of them things.
Oh, yes, he's got a dimple in his chin.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like it's a chin of arse.
The Grissom was named after an astronaut who was killed in a fire aboard an Apollo mission, apparently.
The Apollo 1 fire.
Yeah. You've been listening to Andy's podcast, haven't you?
I have, yes.
Well, we may as well drop in a plug for that here then. What's it called?
Yes, From the Earth to the Moon.
Yeah.
Very good.
An unidentifiable life form reading.
I think she's all right, Sarah. She hasn't quite got the gravitas of Kirstie Alley, but she's okay.
Oh, no, you don't. Regulations specifically state nothing.
He is a by-the-book captain. He's not at all like Kirk.
Captain, the logical alternative is
Or just cocky... Cock? No, Kirk.
Captain Cock. Captain Cock to the bridge. Beam me up, Cock. Dear. These on-screen graphics. Oh, here we go. Fashions.
Oh,
Oh
my.
boy.
What
Particularly
the
what
hell?
Chekhov's wearing here. I mean, Nichelle Nichols can wear anything and it looks fantastic, but
Takai's wearing a dressing gown,
whoever did the designs just liked pastel pink, didn't they?
but Chekhov is just all kinds of wrong.
Yeah.
Just wow. Not really a fan of what Kirk's wearing either.
No, it is a bit busy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Too many colours.
Now, what was I going to ask?
Oh, Mark Leonard returns as Sarek, last seen in the original series in the role. He was a Klingon in the motion picture, of course.
Was he?
Yes.
Ambassador, I had no idea you were here.
Letting the dog out again. We'll hear a bit of that, no doubt.
You alone. Please excuse us. Ambassador, I would have come to welcome, to express my deepest sympathy.
Spare me your human platitudes, Kirk. I have been to your government. I've seen the Genesis information in your own report.
Then you know how bravely your son met his death.
Why did you leave him on Genesis? Spock trusted you. You denied him his future.
My son, a future?
Only his body was in death, Kirk.
Here we
The last one to be with
learn all about
Yes, I will.
Catra and all this business.
You must know that you should have come with him to Vulcan.
All very handy for resurrecting Vulcan characters.
He entrusted you with his very essence.
I seem to remember from the novelisation there was a scene in this room where they had all these Catras in like balls or something. You know,
Bring that which he gave
Vulcans that had died.
Is that like Pokeballs? Got to catch them all.
Flaming heck. Oh dear.
Sorry.
Gotta capture them.
Believe me when I tell you, he made no request of me.
He would not have spoken.
Problem is they're all logic type. There aren't any variations.
Yeah.
I must have your thoughts. May I join your mind?
I must have your thoughts. No.
Well, at least he kind of asks.
Ish.
Yeah. It's better than just doing it.
Yeah. I was going to ask a question before I accidentally said cock instead of Kirk, and I don't remember what the question was.
Right.
You spoke of your friendship. Ask you not to grieve.
Oh, I love this music. Some Vulcan mystic music.
The needs.
Well, I can't really imagine Vulcans having rock.
Vulcan rock, yeah.
Vulcan disco?
Gosh, good to think.
By the way, you have glitter in your hair.
Wow, how did I manage that?
I don't know.
Not where I've been anywhere near glitter today.
You do, though. It's sort of pinky red glitter.
Wow.
And always shall be.
God. Extreme close-up on teeth.
And eyes.
Long.
This was discovery they'd be doing dodgy things to the eyes. It's lovely stuff, this, but if you're not a fan of the Trek, this film's probably one of the worst to watch. I can't help feeling, because it's nothing happening. There's a wee bit of interest with the Klingons, but we're lacking pace already.
I had assumed he mind melded with you.
I mean, you kind of buy it if you've got the love for the characters, but I can't remember the last time we showed this to the kids, but I suspect it didn't play that well for them.
We showed it the day after we showed 2.
Which is the logical time to show it, isn't it? Yes.
It was
And then you give them a shot in the arm by showing them 4, I think.
No, because we'd already shown them that.
Oh, did we start there? That's always a good intro, isn't it?
Because Leah went and told her school all about how important whales are.
Yes, because they're from another planet or something.
Yeah, well, anyway.
Yeah, they were very confused, except for the one teacher who'd seen Star Trek 4 and realised what she was talking about.
Yeah.
You would have found a way. If there was that much at stake, Spock would have found a way.
Yes. But how?
What if he joined with someone?
That might be the dog. So again, more reuse footage. Out of danger. And in some ways, it just serves to remind you just how good 2 was, which is possibly a mistake. use so much from that. Well, we're saying this as people who've seen this and 2 millions of times, so very hard to come to these things fresh. I love this film.
Thicker on one side, and all.
Yeah, it's just bits of screens, dear.
Thicko. all.
I mean, I had a great love of this film back in the day. I think that love is not quite so strong, I think it's fair to say. You're a womble. Sorry.
We can play out to that.
No.
One alive, one not. Get both in pain. You must bring them to Mount Silea on Vulcan. Only there can both find peace.
What you ask is difficult.
You will find a way, Kirk. You honor them both. You must.
I will.
You can almost feel Half Bennett putting the pieces of the jigsaw together, can't you? And it's a bit tab A into slot A procedural, isn't it?
Oh, there's the sex toy again, the love egg.
The love egg. Yours says love egg. Oh my. Well, that certainly gives a whole new slant to the film, anyway. I like it. I mean, the one problem with it is how the hell do you get from, the bridge to engineering? You've got to somehow... Somebody did an online floor plan, and it had like elevators in the connecting pylons. It's a bizarre thought. That was very much the get out of jail free, wasn't it, from Star Trek 2? You saw the torp go down and it's still intact. But this is a nice squeaky bit.
What are they?
Yeah.
There are your life forms.
Bits of bacteria that got evolved, apparently.
On the tube surface, we shot them here from Enterprise.
Yeah.
They were
I like the tricorders in this, by the way. I think they're the ones from Motion Picture, not the ones, interestingly, from 2, which were a lot clunkier.
Just as long as none of them evolve into them things that go in your ears.
Oh, SETI Alpha eels. No, don't worry about that. Wasn't that wonderful when we saw those in Discovery? That was a nice touch. That last episode had so many little Easter eggs, didn't it? Oh my gosh, a lively one.
What is it?
Spock's burial roll.
So he's naked. Naked Spock. Who's doing his best Tarzan impression. Ah.
He's having a really painful...
Crap, yeah. Bye.
Absolutely not.
That one's velour?
Yeah, and interestingly...
Oh, no, that's just wrong.
Shatner gets to wear that in 5.
Oh, it's a velour uniform. That's
Yeah.
just all kinds of
But
bad
it's
and
all
wrong.
kinds of Trek, though, isn't it?
It's wrong. It's no. Ban it. Kill it with fire.
You see, are those his badge look?
It looks like broccoli.
Yeah.
You don't have to believe. I'm not even sure that I believe.
I quite like his,
But Spock has
Kirk's casual wear here. Smart but casual.
my responsibility. Yours. As surely as if it were my very own. Give me back the Enterprise. With Scotty's help, I can... But no, Jim, the Enterprise...
Is that some kind of space beer with a straw?
I'm more worried about what the snacks are. What the hell are they? Look like pills.
The Council has ordered...
See your Viagra on your table for you. Oh, yes! I read up about this. I've never noticed it before. Let's see if we get another wide shot. There's half of the space station listening post from Motion Pictures up on the wall. Bizarrely. Epsilon 3 or whatever it is. It's the one that gets wiped out by V'Ger. We've not done the motion picture yet, have we? You've got that joy to come.
Anytime.
If you're buying. It has to be said that picture behind the curtains isn't very good, is it?
The
There it is. You briefly saw it. Oh, what's Chekhov wearing now?
You can count on our help. Can I give us a pseudo? I'll need it.
A brown leather jacket.
The jacket's fine. It's what's underneath.
It's the pink Andy Pandy suit.
Look, it's Star Trek does the cantina not very well.
It's more like a bar in Buck
That
Rogers.
is a rubbish look. It is very Buck Rogers. Yeah.
Isn't it?
That's like Tribbles! First time we've seen those
Yay.
since the original series. It's that goofy guy in the back, bless him. All teeth and smiles.
Oh, look, it's Lando. No, it isn't.
Nearly.
Time, Doc.
I love her costume, all the Christmas lights on it, bless her. But the lava lamps do date it slightly.
That's not your usual poison.
I expect one to order poison in a bar.
I need to put it somewhere to pour it.
Oh, yes. And here's our version of Yoda for Trek. Never bought this guy. It's just naff alien number 216.
Oh, forget.
Here somebody watched Empire Strikes Back.
Enterprise. You have me at a disadvantage.
Sir.
I name not important. You seek I.
Not really.
Message received.
Little Yoda.
Available ship stands by. How much and how soon? How soon?
No.
How much is where? Somewhere in the Mutara sector. Oh, Mutara restricted. Take permits, many. Money. War. There aren't going to be any
Damn permits.
fucking
D gives his best.
illegal thing. Price you name. Money I got. Place you name. Money I name. Otherwise bargain. No. Right.
Yeah. Apparently this is a redress of the Enterprise sickbay, this bar. Kind of appropriate considering, it's McCoy's scene.
How can you be deaf with ears like that? Genesis allowed, isn't it?
Apparently he's in the script he's imaginatively named Alien. Yeah, they really went to a great deal of effort there, didn't they?
They did, yeah.
They could have brought back any number of races from the original series, but no, they just do that.
I don't think you want to be discussing this subject in public.
I'll discuss what I like. And who in the hell are you?
Could I offer you a ride home, Dr. McCoy?
Where's the logic in offering me a ride home, you idiot? If I wanted a ride home, would I be trying to charter a space flight? How in the hell do you know who I am?
Federation security, sir.
Nope. Nerve pinch? No. He gives it his all, doesn't he?
Nice long rest, Doctor.
Yeah. It's animated map painting, I think, this?
Snowy
bad.
cactuses.
Yeah, it's an interesting concept. They didn't quite have the budget ability to put... It's just that's a very bad insert on the mat. It looks all out of scale. And the snow doesn't look right, but it never does in these movies, does it?
We are definitely reading a second life form.
Life forms... Oh, curse you, generations.
Yes, for many reasons.
Yeah.
Make it quick, Admiral. They are moving him to the Federation funny farm.
Charming.
Yes, poor friend.
We're in the advanced 24th century and they're still calling it the funny farm. Still, I suppose you don't expect much from prison guards.
How many fingers do I have?
Oh, I like that.
Very damn funny.
Sense of humor's returned.
Oh, yeah. What's that? Lecturing?
Looks like one of those things you look at people's ears.
It does.
Suffering from a Vulcan mind meld, Doctor.
Wow, the collar on that leather jacket is something, isn't
He's
it?
pulled it up as well. Looks like a fucking Time Lord.
Time Lord, that when they go down Soho, that's what they wear. Soho Time Lord. That's a comic waiting to happen.
Where's that Mooker?
Those hats are crap, aren't they?
Get him quickly. Commander's dark.
They look like like they work in McDonald's or
Yeah.
Burger King or something like that, don't they?
They're the logo on them,
The
look.
free bits coming
Yeah.
off are like fucking straws. Them
It's
straw
terrible.
hat things.
Absolutely terrible.
He's got a tash and a half, hasn't he?
He has. Tashes were obviously in at this point.
Right, okay, from now on, every time you see a tash, you drink.
Oh, God.
Here, take a look.
Whack.
Tash, drink.
Wham.
Side elevator. Agents on their way up.
Whee! Zappity zap zap. Is that a phaser he's got or just a glowy stick? I can't tell.
Don't call me tiny.
Yeah, I'm not sure that George Takei was very happy with that line, but I can understand why. Oh, that cravat that Kelly's sporting is fantastic.
Also, what? He's not much shorter than anybody else.
I know. I mean, it was the security guard, but that's a way to do up your jacket, isn't it? Oh, nice.
That's a nice shot.
It is. It's good from some angles, I find, Excelsior, not from others. Anything from behind isn't so good.
Tash.
Oh my gosh, shit, two! Do you have to take two
drinks.
sips?
Yes, sir. Good night.
It's Scottish velour as well.
It is.
Transporter room. Thank you.
And he's got a captain rank insignia here. Which kind of gets forgotten later on that he was captain at some point.
All is well. Understood. All stations clear.
You amaze me, Commander.
Mr. Adventure.
A 20-year space veteran, yet you choose the worst duty station in town. I mean, look at this place.
Apparently that's redress of Space Station Regular 1.
Peace and quiet appeals to me, Lieutenant. Yeah, well, maybe that's okay for someone like you, whose career is
Such a
winding
knob.
down.
Ooh, if looks could kill.
Yeah.
Maybe even just
Oh, just fuck off and die.
Just punch him, Uhura. We'd cheer if you did that. Get it.
Good evening, Commander.
She's absolutely glorious in this film, and it's such a crime she wasn't more used.
Yeah.
Because
my God.
she just gets left behind. It's just so annoying.
But it's damn irregular. No destination orders, no encoded IDs. All true. Well, what are we gonna do about it?
I'm not going to do anything about it. You're going to sit in the closet.
What? What, have you lost all your sense of reality?
This isn't reality. This is fantasy.
Nice phaser.
Your houses.
I think they're new to this film, that particular design. Very reminiscent to the original series one.
Okay.
Oh, get in the closet. And I think that's a rare. You don't get to see the ensign rank pin very often.
Okay.
I know I'm being Mr. Fascinating at the moment,
Yeah.
but it is a glorious scene. Yeah, that's a glorious line.
Oh, I'll have Mr. Adventure eating out of my hands.
Bet you will.
See all of you at the
For now.
No, I didn't mean like that.
At
God,
least she
she has more taste. But in the novel, she does loads of stuff with communications to stop Starfleet following Kirk and Co. Which kind of makes sense, and it would have been nice to see that. But it'd been even nicer for her to be on the ship and as part of the rest of the adventure. Oh, Chekhov, really? It's a little Lord Fauntleroy look, isn't it?
It's pink. It's fucking pink.
And that white collar, it just makes him look like, you know, Elizabethan boy.
Oh.
Please, sir, can I have some more?
My friends,
He's a Time Lord.
I can't ask
Yeah.
any further.
Yeah, that collar is very Time Lord.
Isn't it?
We're losing precious time.
It's pretty much only Scotty that's pulling off a good look, and that's only because he's got that uniform.
No, because he's his fucking velour.
Not wrong with the law for
It's
Star
a-
Trek.
No, it's
supposed
just
to be
not.
velour.
No, it's like fucking dressing gowns. Just wrong.
May the wind be at our backs. Station.
Sorry. But oh yes,
Kai's
this
is all right when he takes the shitty jacket off.
They're all worried.
this bugs me every time. There's a few number of people. Normally they've got a much bigger crew, although admittedly not that much bigger as we saw earlier. But they can all pilot it from the bridge. Apparently, no need to go in engineering. Nah, that whole big engineering thing's just not needed at all.
Sir, Commander Starfleet on emergency channel. He orders you to surrender this vessel.
Wessel. it's in his contract. He has to say Wessel every film. Do we have to take a
Tash
and Scotty's Tash? Do we have to take a glug every time we see him?
Yeah.
I mean,
We're out for you then.
Bridge, this is the captain. How can you have a yellow alert in space dock?
yeah.
Sir, someone is stealing the Enterprise.
technically, I think in one story it was mentioned that in Space Dock you have blue alert, but there we are. Boop, beep, boop, boop, boop. This Enterprise is reversing. Warning.
1 minute to space tours. Are you just gonna walk through them?
I love the sound design in this.
Calm yourself
I like the detail you can see on the underside.
It's just fantastic. The model work in this is just stunning. As good as anything in Star Wars. Oh, God, stop it. Who's this? This is a guy.
All speeds available through Transworld. Incredible machine.
So, Captain Styles is played by James B. Sicking, who was also in Outland as one of the police officers, apparently. And his unnamed XO is played by Miguel Ferrier, who died recently, sadly.
Hulkman. No?
He's in RoboCop. That's his most prominent role, as Bob. He's in Iron Man 3 as the evil vice president as well. It was pretty much his last role. The doors.
Scotty's Dash.
Really? We're not seriously going to take a glug every time Scotty's on screen, because we will. Well, I'll have it. I'll have the Guinness craps for bloody days. Duan's selling that scene wonderfully. Ba 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 da ba da. Flashy lights and it's open. Oh yes, I said about the lady's voice who does the initial welcome to Starbase and stuff. That was Judy Durand, who does the Cardassian computer voices for Deep Space Nine. This is a fantastic shot. Look at this. Whee! And then the Excelsior powers up after her. Oh, this is, it's slow, but it's great.
Full impulse power. Ice.
Why does he stand like that?
I don't know. It's Shatner.
Right.
I'd love to know how big that model was. It must have been huge. Tash. Oh, God.
He tries to get away with warp drive.
She's got a big head.
It's a bald lady.
Yeah, with a huge head. Ba, 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 ba.
This is pretty.
It's pretty. See what I mean about the mushroom
Yes.
shape? Yeah?
Yes, I see what you
It's
mean.
the same on the inside as well. Ba, 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 ba. This is one of the good bits. I like this bit.
Excelsior closing to 4,000 meters, sir.
The camera wobbles. Something terrible there. Did you notice that?
Standing by.
Tash.
Please, folks, don't join in with us because we don't want to be blamed for Liverpool failure.
I was going to say, don't be blamed for Liverpool.
There's nothing wrong with Liverpool.
Scottish Tash.
That's not such a good shot. That needs cleaning up with a bit of CG. I hate the way the arms of those chairs are horrible. This is only a partial set, by the way. That's why we only see it from the one angle. It looks huge, and the bridge module at the top is huge. They made it smaller when they did the B model. The green! What's with the green on the chairs? Weird. Why do you need that lit up?
I don't know. Does a thing.
Stroke it. And thus died transwarp technology for the rest of the trek. Still the Borg, anyway.
Aye, sir. The more they overtake the plumbing, the easier it is to stop up the drain.
Ah.
Doctor, souvenirs from one.
Thus says anybody who's worked with Windows.
Transwarp computer drive.
Nice of you to tell me in advance. That's what you get for missing staff meetings, Doctor. Gentlemen, your work today has been outstanding. I intend to recommend you all for promotion in whatever fleet we end up serving. Best speed to Genesis.
Well, we'll date stamp this. This could be us tomorrow because we're forecasting more blooming snow. But more realistic looking snow than that. That's just terrible, isn't it? But it doesn't improve much by 6, does it? still having
Well,
that
I'm
pup
presuming
boil, isn't
alien
it?
snow is a little bit different.
Well, yeah, obviously. It doesn't. I think it was soap suds or something horrible like that, and when it got in your eyes, it really stung as a result. In fact, you can kind of tell from Robin Curtis there. There he is. As a youth. Young Spurk. Oh, God, somebody get him a coat.
Baby Spock.
Nimoy babies. And I don't really buy him as Nimoy as a boy, really, but there we are. The ears are about the only thing that's working. Oh, no! Nice bit of Vulcan there. Always good when we get that. But look at the way that snow falls on him. It's like no snow weather.
Oh, it's alien snow.
Alien snow, yeah. You may as well have just made it purple and gone the full alien look. Hey, flip-top communicators. Oh, that pink upholstery.
It is a Vulcan child, perhaps 8 to 10 Earth years of age.
A child?
How did he get there?
It is Dr. Marcus's opinion that the Genesis effect has in some way regenerated Captain Spock.
The look on her face. Oh, she's brilliant. I love her.
Who's she?
I don't know. Some ensign.
That's extraordinary. What would you like to do next?
Request permission to be
I think so. I'm going to have to look up the rank pins now in my Mr. Scott's Book of the Enterprise.
Don't not you can say
No, that's not
that he can detect them.
worth considering. Oh,
I'm going to advise Starfleet and get instructions.
I'm sure Starfleet would approve, sir.
so patient with him.
Stand by on this channel. Go.
Take a drink every time he says buy the book.
Starfleet Command, this is USS Grissom on subspace, coded channel 98.8. Come in.
Back in the day.
98.8. Which radio station is that?
I don't know. It's on Radio Wyvern.
Sir, something is jamming our transmission.
Let's have a look where the rank pins in this. This, for many years, was the only sort of... Well, there was an original series technical manual, but it wasn't as good as this. Diddly-dee-dee. Here they go. In trouble now.
Dosh!
Dosh! Right. Oh no, they're lieutenants. Pips, those are. My mistake. So, Mr. Adventure was a lieutenant. What's Oh, ensign rank has no pin. There you are.
Uh-huh.
That's a bit of a cheek, isn't it? Come on, Pooh!
Come on, Pooh!
No, I want prisoners. Come on, Pooh!
Come on, Pooh!
Oh, lovely. Oh, wow, that's an effect.
Ooh,
You don't
dear.
see that again, do you? Somebody gets zapped by a Klingon disruptor. He's the animal, apparently. Torg! Why are you speaking in English, Torg? For no good reason now.
Come on, Pooh!
Come on, Pooh. Who's Dixie's Midnight Runner's least successful hit? Come on, Pooh.
Savage, what happened to them?
It would seem that Grissom was destroyed by an enemy attack. We must go.
Which is vaguely defensible on the basis it's a very small ship. Phew.
Estimating Genesis 2.9 hours present speed.
We hold speed, Scotty.
Some of those instruments don't look so good now, do they? If I'm being brutally honest, they look great back in the day. But
It looks like that.
I don't mind all the green buttons, but it's the red and the squares.
Did I get it right?
Huh.
Great. Oh, it's just great.
It's nice the way they do that. And that coat he wears gets a lot of use in Next Gen as well, I think. Well, maybe it's not the same. It's a slightly different material, isn't it? Klingon tricorders.
What's 3 about it?
What do you mean?
Tricorder. Tri means 3.
Oh, I don't know. There must have been some reason for that, I guess.
It's time for total truth between us.
You fecked up, didn't you?
Planet is not what you would.
Not exactly.
I did a boo-boo.
I used proto matter in the Genesis matrix.
What is proto matter? What does it look like? I just kind of imagine some sort of goop, yeah, or that squidgy putty stuff.
Silly putty.
Silly putty. Use silly putty in the Matrix, and what a surprise! It's worked badly. Held it together with blue tack.
It might have been years or never.
How many have paid the price for your impatience? How many have died? How much damage have you done? And what is yet to come?
Wind machine to warp factor 5. Oh, look, they've grown, the squigglies.
Oh.
No, don't shoot it. I'm going to squish it with my bare hands. Because I'm a Klingon man. Yeah.
Nice.
That blood lends a degree of realism to it, doesn't it?
It reminds me of a sort of Pertwee area Who
Nothing
monster.
happening here. I'm just squishing worms. Can't believe that cloak thing actually gives him any particular warmth. Night time.
Well,
Go
it's
sleep.
future stuff, so
Future
maybe
stuff.
there's a force field of warm.
Oh, I don't know. I think we've changed the actor, haven't we?
Yeah.
There are a few. All rather hampered by the fact they don't talk.
It
Them
would cost
coat-
more, wouldn't it?
I like those coats, they're nice. There are loads of pockets as well, which Trek doesn't normally do, of course. I bet Gene Roddenberry was pissing his pants in irritation over that. Blow it.
Why didn't Gene Roddenberry like pockets?
I don't know. He's got some allergy to them or something. He's probably responsible for the fact that women don't have pockets in their trousers as well.
No. That dates back to... women used to have a purse underneath their copious dresses.
Oh, right, when you had loads of layers.
Mm.
Ah. There you are, fashion tips for you here, folks.
And then at some point...
Don't like his hair.
Became a handbag thing.
Pomfar, that was the original series thing, wasn't it? Although it's always been a bit of a strange one, that one. The idea that Vulcans are on heat every, was it 7 years or 9 years?
Yeah, 7 years.
But does that mean to say they don't have nookie in between? It's all a bit sketchy, isn't it?
I'll go.
No. Of course, if you believe all the slash fic with Kirk and Spock, they definitely... it's not every 7 years.
Well, I think it's supposed to be that you have that because of their...
You're overcome by your desire
urges.
at that point.
And the rest of the time you might choose to.
Yeah.
But you might not choose to. And I suspect it's evolutionary because they're so logic-based, they might never mate and reproduce without it.
Ah. Generally living very dull lives otherwise.
Will you join us or will you follow us? Check out break silence. Send Captain Esteban my compliments.
Esteban. He's gone.
Because they were originally very fiery, passionate people, weren't they, the Vulcans? But they had loads of wars and almost wiped themselves out as a species. So then they developed logic, but they then became very cold and logical. So this was evolution's response to override the logic every 7 years, so that the species continued.
Try and check out at regular intervals.
Never understood that shot. You see a Klingon briefly there, but he's not there. I think that was them reusing shots from later on. Because the Klingons don't turn up for a little bit yet.
I thought they were already here.
As in, where they're at.
Oh, okay.
They've just used a scene with a Klingon, stupidly. It's
so
bad editing.
hang on, this is... Do I want to know what she's going to do to help him out here?
Yeah, it's probably best not dwelling on this, isn't it? Unless what she's offering him is sort of mind control over the urges rather than, satisfaction of the urges. You see what I mean?
Well, doesn't he have to... Couldn't he fight her, though? You think of the original episode in the original series.
Yeah, and again, it doesn't bear thinking about, but apparently she's able to offer him some sort of mind backup sort of thing. Touching fingers does the job. Sexy finger time, folks. Gotta love that fingering.
Fingering the bit parts.
Fingering the bit parts, yeah.
Thing is, though, in all their years as a spacefaring species, you'd think they'd have found a way to deal with Pomfar.
Cold showers, I believe.
No, as in medically. You would think that there's a thing they can do medically.
The opposite of Viagra. Bromide in the tea.
Well, isn't technically alcohol the opposite of Viagra? Because a brewer's droop.
Possibly.
We are secured to warp speed. Now entering Genesis section. Proceed.
Nice use of the old Alexander Courage there. Contrasted with the old Klingon music. The wings move in this, by the way, and they do in 4, even more obviously. They're motorised.
But that's the dude with the eyebrows kind of going into the pasty. Yes. Do you see what I mean?
He reminds me of, was it Dennis Healy, the old British politician? Joey!
But do you see what I mean?
Yeah, I do see what you mean on that front, yeah. But yes, the motors moved the wings, but it was used, that model was used for so many years, and eventually the motors broke. So that's why Next Generation and early Deep Space Nine, the wings are always in the same position because it's broken.
What would be the purpose of moving them?
I don't know, but generally when it come down to land, the wings are in the up position, as you'll see. Okay. And when they're attacking, they're in the down position. I think it's just visually looks cool. Whether there's any particular reasoning behind it scientifically, but it's not until they introduce CG, which we've just hit in Deep Space Nine, that you'll find that you'll see different wing positions.
This is Enterprise calling.
As you can do that quite cheaply in CG. Not as cheaply as anything. Oh, I need another Guinness from the cool bag.
I'm going to need another beer soon.
Oh.
Smoking.
Yeah, here, now the Klingons turn up. Well, that was quite a long time ago we saw that shot one, wasn't it? Oh! I think I may have spilled Guinness on my slippers.
Oh.
I've come a long way from Power Genesis.
It's been a long road.
No!
A weakling human, Vulcan boy, and a woman.
And a woman! Oh, dear.
We are survivors of a doomed expedition. This planet will destroy itself in hours. The Genesis experiment is a failure.
A failure. The most powerful destructive force ever created. You will tell me the secret of the Genesis torpedo.
It goes boom!
Then I hope pain.
It's
something to enjoy.
The way David smiles, though, when he looks at her, I hope pain is something you enjoy. It's like he knows something we don't.
Bring me up.
Grissom, this is Enterprise calling. You read.
Grissom, this is Enterprise calling. Please come in.
That was very Vader coming through a door, wasn't it? With the shape of the big cloak and everything. I wonder whether that was deliberate.
Possibly.
Enemy closing on impulse
Cloak E.
range 5,000 kilograms.
Kelly Cams! Hooray!
It's just a turn of luck I have been waiting for.
Da, 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 da.
Nothing on my scanner, sir.
Short range scanners check out. Put it on visual, Mr. Sulu.
Something there.
Yeah, you can see it's nicely done, that is.
Range.
Oh.
Steady.
It makes you think submarines, that noise. I don't know why.
Range 2,000 kilograms. Stand by to transfer energy to weapons. At my command.
It's a lovely idea. Yes, they have to decloak to fire, so that gives a built-in weakness to it. Also, you can listen out for that sound. That's a giveaway as well.
Yes, sir. It's getting larger as we close in.
Shields!
Thing is, it makes sense that you'd have to decloak to fire.
Yeah, for
if
energy
you've got
reasons.
if you've got an energy shield
Yeah,
around you, you've got to open said shield to fire through it. Surely.
Opinion, Mr. Silver. I think it's an energy surge. Enough energy to hide a ship, would you say? A cloaking capacity.
He's got to have the answers, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
1,000 kilograms closing.
All power to the weapon systems.
Aye, sir. Wage. No shields?
My guess is right. They'll have to decloak before they can fire.
All your guesses be
Huh.
right. One helicopter.
Yeah, so... Yeah, so again they switch back into cloak. It irritates me. Just do one or the other. It is a lovely moment.
Zombie torpedoes. Fire, Mr. Scott.
Pew, pew!
Barney McGrew clapping.
Ooh, Sparky.
Oh no, he's making the Targ cough.
Yeah, well, the Targ kind of dies of shock at this point or something. It's weird. Look! Was he electrocuted or
I
something?
think he was electrocuted.
Ah, right. Fried Targ. There, the guy obviously underneath the... the seat, operating that as a sort of puppet. Well, I mean, you could kind of guess that, couldn't you?
Shield's non-responsive.
Scotty, your automation.
I did like that. There was a screen there that said this station under computer control, so that kind of backs up the automation thing, which, you know, they're now in trouble because of. Should have taken a few more crew. I'm sure some must have been other crew people that were. Whoa! They could have relied on for this.
Emergency power. Prepare to return fire. Scott, can you
Well-
transfer power to the phaser bank?
Whoa! That looked bad.
Yeah. I can understand them limiting the number of people because the fewer people, the easier it is to
Yeah,
keep it a
there is
conspiracy. What does not make sense is them all being on the bridge.
Yeah. Have a few people in engineering shoveling coal in the engine, you know.
We're a sitting duck.
Wah.
Ready to fire emergency. Why haven't they finished us? The outcome
Finish
is
him.
My lord, the enemy commander wishes a truce to confer.
Put them on screen.
Put them on screen.
Admiral James T. Kirk of Federation Starship Enterprise.
So, the Genesis commander
A violation of treaty between the Federation and the Klingon
More
Empire.
beer.
Your presence here is an act of war. 2 minutes to surrender your crew and your vessel. Or we destroy it.
He's hiding something. He may have dealt him a more serious blow than I thought. How can you tell that?
He's a reasonable nemesis for Kirk in this.
Admiral Kirk.
He's able to second guess him like this.
Do not lecture me about treaty violations. The Federation, in creating an ultimate weapon, has become a gang of intergalactic criminals.
Criminals.
It is not I who will surrender, it is you. The planet below. I have 3 prisoners
Prisoners.
who developed
Reverend Jim creeping out a bit there. We've not seen Taxi. It's worth catching.
It's
one of the best things about it.
Galactic peace.
Who is this? How dare you take prisoners?
Who I am is not important. That I have them is. I will allow you to speak to them.
Ooh.
Admiral, this is Lieutenant Sabbath.
Is David with you?
Yes, he is. And someone else, a Vulcan scientist of your acquaintance.
Vulcan? Is he alive?
He is not himself,
Huh.
but he lives.
He is subject to rapid aging like this unstable planet.
Hello, sir. It's David.
I'm sorry I'm late.
It's okay. I should have known you'd come. Savic's right. This planet is unstable. It's going to destroy itself in a matter of hours.
It's gonna go boom. It's broke it.
I went wrong.
It's out of its warranty.
I'm sorry, sir. Just don't surrender. Genesis doesn't work. I can't believe it killed us for it.
Well, that's very foolish, isn't it?
I meant what I said. Now to show that my intentions are sincere, I shall kill one of the prisoners. Give me a chance to talk.
Hoch. First view of the Klingon dagger with its extra pointy bits. Oh, they're not going to come out, are they? Or is that later? This guy's credited as Klingon Sergeant, which is a bit odd, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not really a rank you often hear with Klingons. He was a regular stuntman in various films.
There's the extra bits.
Ah, there they are, yes. He was in did stunts in Jurassic Park, apparently.
Oh.
Don't know which dinosaur he was. Ooh. Hug! Fight, 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 fight! Our daughter got in trouble at school the other day for actually doing that. There was a fight going on in the playground, and she was going, fight, fight, fight.
And she was told, you are not helping. Where's the hoobly?
What hoobly do you want? Do you want the hoobly that opens cans?
Yeah.
Because she can't open cans with her fingers.
No.
Because she's wrong and broken.
Thank you.
Now, what do we reckon about this acting performance here from Shatner?
Terrible.
Killed my son.
Awful, because there's nothing in the eyes.
Yeah, audio-wise, it's not bad. Visual-wise, it's not so good.
Visually, it's terrible, because there's nothing in the eyes.
Come on, fast.
There
are 2 more prisoners, Admiral.
He doesn't know how to emote properly. It's one of the many faults of the Shat.
It's very Shakespearean, actually, isn't it? The way he performed. I mean, he was a Shakespearean actor, ironically.
You say
and
very
it's
Shakespearean.
very
no.
mannered. And what I mean by
it's
this,
very stagey.
Stagey and mannered, exactly. And that doesn't work for this, I don't think.
Well, no, it doesn't. Generally, doesn't work for television.
Yeah.
It works for the stage, although you still need to actually be able to act and emote on the stage, and you just don't believe his performance. On the TV, you don't believe his performance in terms of the eyes and stuff, but it's more than that. It's just wrong. It doesn't work.
I like what he does with his voice. As I say, I used to have this on audio. I recorded it off the telly back in the day, and I used to listen to the tape quite often. But listening to it is great. But you're right. Visually, it's not quite there.
It's even audio. I don't think it's there either. It hasn't got the emotion in his voice.
The way he makes his voice break is that's the emotion for me there. But
I swear to you, we're not
acting class 101.
Yeah, but it's still not enough.
The rest of you with me, we have a job to do.
And to say it's Shakespearean is wrong.
Another Klingon vessel.
Because
I say that because there's that particular sort of mannered.
Yeah, but that's not...
Artificial.
Shakespeare didn't write it that way.
Well, I don't know about that, but anyway, that's the way you see most Shakespearean actors do stuff, isn't it?
It's stagey.
Yeah.
Which isn't necessarily Shakespearean.
Well, there's some tashes there. We need to be drinking away, don't we?
We do. Count them, because I'm
Klingon
pouring.
tashes. 1, 2, 3... They're mostly Fu Manchus. There's Scotty.
4. Okay. I'll take 4 once I finish pouring.
Classic bit here. Reproducing something from the original series again.
Computer. Destruct sequence 1.
1.
Code 1. 1A.
Oh, because that's really, really hard
Again,
to guess.
we've said this before, it has to be about voice recognition, because otherwise it's just rubbish. You're not a commander, you're a captain. Unless, of course, the Enterprise wasn't updated.
Could be. They did nick it. And
To
it was
be
going
or
out.
not to be. Speaking of Shakespearean.
Yeah. But no, Shakespeare on film, you want to watch Sir Ian McKellen's Richard III.
Science officer. Destruct sequence.
The Ian McKellen one, you mean?
Isn't that what I said?
Sorry, I didn't know who I was listening to. 3C? No, no C! Oh,
Awaiting final code for 1 minute countdown.
password.
Yeah.
0, 0, 0. This is the same with my luggage. Oh dear. They really should have come out. Even if it's voice recognition, they should have come with some better than that.
Commander Klingon vessel. We are energizing transporter vehicle. Now.
Mind you, it makes me think a bit of...
Stand by.
you know, they've got face recognition on iPhones and that now. They've been, you know, talking about maybe making it eyeball recognition or thumbprint recognition. I'm just like, no. You know, it's bad enough.
Mustaches up, ahoy!
Oh my god, 1, 2, 3,
God,
4,
there's some
5, 6,
real
7.
funny ones there, aren't there? I love the music here. Entering the red light zone.
Roxanne.
My lord, the ship appears to be deserted.
How can that be? They're hiding.
Yes, sir.
Peek-boo.
But the bridge seems to be run by computer. It is the only thing speaking.
Speaking? Let me hear.
8, 7. Thicko there can't work out what the hell that is. Get out! Get out of there! We've used that a few times.
Yeah.
Hey! Whee! And they actually do it. They blow up the Enterprise. This is just some stunning model work here. Kaboom! Melty, melty. Way! Oh my!
Kaboom!
Yep.
The earth's shattering kaboom!
Drum roll, please. Scotty should look more upset than that.
You should.
He should be blubbing his eyes out. And then he should be beating Kirk to an inch of his life.
Yes.
That work I put into that ship!
What you had to do. What you always do. During that, let your fighting chance to live.
Planet core readings. Unstable. Changing rapidly. What about service life signs? There.
Another actor again.
Yep.
Looks like what's his face from the Monkeys.
Yes, I know what you mean.
Oh, now the cat's going to come and play.
Hello, cat. Ooh! That's nice. Joey.
No, don't touch him.
So the Enterprise being destroyed was supposed to remain as a surprise. Paramount publicised the film as Death of the Enterprise. Don't! Oh, what a giveaway. Hey? Hello. This bit where his face seems to bulge a bit is a bit grim. Yeah, look. Ooh,
Yeah,
gets me every time that
yeah.
does. That's icky. That?
Ooh, wow.
Blimey.
That rock just totally looks fake.
Yeah, some bits of the set look better than others, don't they?
Now, is he going to do a better job this time in terms of his acting? Oh, look, a tumbleweed.
It has to be said his hair isn't doing a very good job in that wind machine.
Looks like he's going to break into one of his terrible songs.
What happened?
He gave his life to save us.
Rapid aging. All genetic functions highly accelerated.
What about his mind?
His mind's a void. It seems, Admiral, that I've got all his marbles.
Is there anything we can do?
Only one thing, sir. Get him off this planet. His aging's part of what's going on around us.
We gotta get out of this place. That's quite a feat of engineering,
Yeah.
that set, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you get bits a bit later on where there's some rocks burst up. Huh.
Klingon Commander, this is Admiral James T. Kirk. I'm alive and well on the planet's surface. I know this will come as a pleasant surprise for you. Our ship was the victim of an unfortunate accident. Sorry about your crew, but as we say on Earth, c'est la vie.
How does that translate into Klingon then?
I have what you want. I have the secret of Genesis.
Secret ingredient.
I've got the secret.
He's the Colonel Saunders, the Trekwell.
You hear me?
Well, he does look like he's eating rather a lot of fried chicken.
He likes a deep fried chicken.
He does.
Or a turkey.
What is your answer?
Have we played out to that before?
Oh, yes. We must have done, surely.
Drop all weapons. Over there. Overcooked.
Especially you with the pink trousers.
Well, Kirk's got a pink shirt.
It looks like a white shirt that's been washed with something red, like the trousers,
Yeah.
for instance.
Why? Because you wish it.
So, no. Choi Chu. Someone better Klingon I can always remember. If I ever need to be beamed up by a Klingon vessel, I'm sorted.
Genesis. I want it. Beam the Vulcan up. And we'll talk. Give me what I want, and I'll consider it. You fool, look around you. The planet's destroying itself. Yes,
Exhilarating.
isn't it? If we don't help each other, we'll die here. Perfect. Then that's the way it shall be.
I've just realised I know the same amount of Klingon as I do Welsh.
Oh, right. Yeah, there's one of those boulders. Apparently there were going to be a few more of those, but they didn't all work.
Boulder's broken.
Yeah.
I like that.
Strangle the shat.
Yeah.
Squeeze the shat. Oh, see you. It's funny, isn't it? Every time somebody headbutts somebody in a film, I just think Scottish. Way! That was
like
dramatic.
that.
Nice stunt, whoever that was.
Blatantly wasn't Shatner.
Yeah, whoever that wasn't Shatner. Hit him with a stick. Hit him again. Oh dear. Don't rip his shirt. Actually, don't rip his shirt. That's a tradition. Oh,
in the
Klingon nads. He's fighting dirty now. What's Klingon for nads? I need to know.
I'll have a look it up.
Google it. What's Klingon for nads? Fight! 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 Whoa, wibbly wobbly. No handrail there. At least there's good reason. Oh, that didn't look so good, did it? Oh, and that was badly edited again. The editing in this is a bit sucky.
Now, it's told me Polish is Psia Jar Jar, dog's bollocks.
Right.
But it hasn't...
I've had enough. You! I love that. Ah. Everybody died back in those days by falling huge distances. And he gets burnt up by lava for good effect as well. Was this I think this is a film where they had, ironically, a fire on set that they weren't expecting, and Shatner helped put it out. Partly because he had to finish filming by a certain date in order to be able to film the next season of TJ Hooker. So it wasn't completely, for the good of the film. It was more actually the good of his career. We got to Nimoy yet? Yes, here we are. And another rock, zooming up. Maltz. Choi Chu. I like the Klingon transporter effect. It's cool. Whatever proto matter was, it was obviously very flammable.
Don't. How many more?
Just him, sir.
Bones, help Spock. We've got to break out of orbit. You. Help us or die.
I do
not deserve to live. Fine, I'll kill you later. So one of the possible explanations I've always come up with, my own personal canon for why the bridge looks so different, is this isn't actually the normal bridge. It's kind of like the Bird of Prey battle bridge. So it's specifically designed to Krug's particular preferences. So that he gets his throne in the middle there. But actually the other bridge we see him for is elsewhere in the ship.
Doesn't have a translation.
Oh, what a shame. No Klingon for bollocks.
Well,
Mark Okran, you failed.
There might be for bollocks, but there isn't specifically...
Is he still with us, I wonder?
There isn't specifically for gonads. Let me try bollocks instead.
Scrotum. Yeah, that's a technical term. Go for that. Oh, we just saw Scotty, by the way. Drink.
Oh. We are clear and free to navigate.
Best speed to lock. Mr. Chekhov, take the prisoner below.
Aye, sir. Wait. You said you would kill me.
I lied.
I lied.
I was crossing over my body. Spock. Well, this is the Microsoft translator. That's probably why it's wrong.
How now? In my head.
Remember. Now tell me what to do with it. Help me.
See, now Krug's dead. It slows way down, unfortunately.
I'm going to tell you something there. Never thought I'd ever hear myself say. It seems I've missed you. I don't know if I can stand to lose you again.
Off to Vulcan. which we've not seen since the original series. And it never looked as good as this in the original series, let's face it.
Ambassador, they are on approach.
Oh, the Smurf hats.
Permission to land.
Permission granted.
And Uhura's got ahead. Apparently in the book she asks for diplomatic immunity or something. Not diplomatic, what is the phrase where you ask for refuge from somebody?
I know the one you...
You're on manual.
They use it all the time in
Yeah.
Next Gen, don't they?
You're asking for...
Asylum?
Now, Asylum, that's it. Watch the wings, by the way, here. I think they change it from... Yeah, they're going up. Here we go. Swooping. Yes, she asked for asylum in order not to be tried by Starfleet for messing up their comms. This is nice. It's got landing feet and everything. Dee-dee. Landing ramp there, that at least is consistent with 4. Everybody remember where we parked? Oh no, that's not yet, is it?
It seems to be all the same words.
Oh, well, that's a poo.
It doesn't even have a British English option. Only just American English. So gonads is probably not an expression in America.
No, I don't suppose the United Statesians use the word gonads particularly. Do they have a word for bollocks that we don't use? I'm trying to think. Well, we have multiple words, don't we?
We do, I don't know. They might do, though. It's possible.
Love spuds. Ghoulies. Ghoulies. I've not used the word ghoulies since school. I like the rock formation, by the way. That's like the Vulcan salute thing. I'm sure that's what they were going for. And there's another bit of arty bit in the middle there that's much the same, isn't it? Complete with thumb. It's nicely shot, but it's deadly dull. It's a bit long. But we do have something on the actor here who plays the priest. Well, I think she's actually called priestess, but I have a problem with that phrase. Where are we? Dame Judith Anderson, so she must be British. She had a big Hollywood career in the 50s, including parts in The Ten Commandments and Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. Ooh. Tile of Scone? Or is it Scone? We're not sure. Depends which part of the country you come from.
Body of your son, breathe still. What is your wish?
Cool, that must really put having their arms up like that for ages. Alto pal.
What you seek has not been done since ages past, and then only a legend. Your request is not logical.
Forgive me, July.
This is nice.
My logic
fails me.
Is uncertain where my son is concerned.
See, that fits with Discovery.
Yes, it does, doesn't it? Yes.
I am McCoy.
Leonard H.
Son of David.
McCoy, son of David, since thou art human, we cannot
It's, I love the way they're suddenly talking in Book of Compare English. Thou art human. These and dies.
With your approval, we shall use all our power.
Didn't they do that in the mock time, though?
I don't know, to be honest. I think
they did.
I think we've got a rewatch on our hands for that one.
But McCoy, you must
We've been real professionals, of course. We watched it before we watched this, but we're not. So, you know. What you gonna do? Drink. We're lacking moustaches at this point. That's the problem. There's Scotty, though. Hey.
You must make the choice.
I choose the danger.
The face.
All the time to ask.
I'm really full of wind because of all the repeated sips of beer I've had to take.
Well, it was your idea, you dafty. It's not very wheelchair friendly, this bit, is it?
Maybe there's a ramp you can't see just off shot.
Possibly.
But part of me thinks that they probably don't need wheelchairs on Vulcan in the future, given how advanced their society is. That if they've got anything, it'll be hover chairs.
What do you think, would you?
so that therefore they can.
But by Deep Space Nine, they're still. Oh yeah, there's that whole rubbish about anti-grav not working on. Yeah, let's not go back there.
Yeah, no, but as in, so the principle is they're hover chairs, not wheelchairs.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fuck off enormous ring.
It is, and ugly as heck as well, isn't it?
My nan had one like that.
Yeah.
Although that one looks like something that came out of a fucking cracker.
That looks like Flash Gordon, that ring. That's bloody Ming's ring. Ming's ring.
Don't you talk about my vagina like that.
Oh dear. She's sporting Ming's ring.
Oh.
Everybody goes to sleep. All the cast go to sleep at this point as well.
Apart from the ones with their arms in the air.
No, even there now, look. See, they're nodding off.
Tash.
Ba, 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 ba. Get on with it.
It's supposed to be tension building.
This is you basically got a loading screen at this point, you know, with a little thing going across. 52% complete.
Windows fucking update.
Yeah, this is Spock updating. Spock 2.0.
Turning it off and on
bless him, he's trying his best with the music, but this is just dull.
And Shatner trying to walk around and act and failing dismally.
Go on! Climax! Somebody's smoking anyway.
It's a mountain!
Oh,
there's a gong. You have to have those.
It's an RKO film.
And there's the Shat.
He doesn't sleep. Which one was that from Defenders of the Earth, the one that didn't sleep?
I don't know.
Was it one of the characters?
Possibly, but I don't know. I only know
it wasn't it some Punch Evil, whatever it was. Phantom, yeah.
I only know the theme tune to Defenders of the Earth.
Yeah, but it was in there, wasn't it?
Hang on, I've got to sing the whole thing now.
Oh god.
Out of the sky, his rockets ignite, jets into battle like faster than light. Flash Gordon.
Yeah.
The Lord of the Jungle, the hero who stalks, the beast calling brother, the ghost who walks.
No, it's not him then. Yeah.
Master of magic, spells and illusion. Enemies crumble in fear and confusion.
Nice one.
Mandrake.
This is still more interesting what's happening on screen at the moment.
Oh, then I can't. What's the next one?
I bet it's the next one then. There's somebody that doesn't sleep, isn't it? Wasn't it the black guy?
Well, there wasn't that Phantom, I suppose.
No. Well, no, not sure.
It wasn't. So. It was a white guy in the film, but I think he's supposed to be a black guy.
Not
he's
sure.
Supposed to be African. Because I'm not sure where the next bit goes. And then you've got, with our new young heroes proving their worth for become a defending the
You've
earth.
literally forgotten the bit that we want to know.
Right, fine.
I can't believe we think this is the most important thing right now.
I'm Googling the Defenders
lyrics
of the
to
Earth.
the Defenders of the Earth. And I've probably turned out that I completely remembering this wrong anyway, but I don't care because it's more interesting what's happening at the moment. Because yes, hey, everybody, Spock's return. You didn't see that coming, did you? Are we nearly there yet?
Flash Gordon, Phantom, Mandrake.
Who was the other one?
Oh, Lothar.
Lothar, that was it. Lothar. Wasn't he?
He was black,
dude
yeah.
guns?
But what was his thing, though?
I don't know. You were Googling it.
Oh, I don't know that I can find it without it actually singing at you.
Oh, yeah, we don't want it singing at us, because, I mean, that would be embarrassing. That would make us look unprofessional.
Fine.
Oh. Speak!
My father says that you have been my friend. You came back for me. Same for me. Why would you do this?
Oh, the bit we're missing. His strength is a legend, his skills conquer all. Armed with his power, we never will fall. Lothar, defenders of the earth.
That's why I never remembered that. That's terrible. Yeah, all right, we know that bit. I was completely
that was the only
misremembering the business about who's the guy who doesn't sleep. That's going to bug me for ages now.
I don't know.
And he doesn't sleep.
I have
been.
Shall be your friend. Yes. Yes. Shit.
Out of danger.
Out of danger. You saved the ship. You saved us all. Don't you remember?
Apparently Nimoy had to fight for this ending because the studio wanted to change it so that it finished on Earth.
Why?
I don't know. I don't think it would have made much difference.
Name is Jim.
Except you'll have pretty much forgotten that by 4 because he doesn't call him Jim in 4, does he?
Does he not?
No, he goes. Kirk has to. No, remember, you used to call me Jim.
I haven't seen these films as often as you.
I grew up on them. That's nice, but no, I think
Tash.
This is a film that uses the courage theme the most. I think. Ooh. Raise the eyebrow.
Nice.
Yeah. Could have been done in half the time, I can't help feeling, but never mind.
It was at least 2 bar rods too long.
It was. Da, da. And the adventure continues in Star Trek 4 at some point. Don't quite know when we're covering that.
Have we not done that one?
Nope.
Oh.
Phew, excuse me.
We should do that on St David's Day because Wales.
Very good. Very good. I like your thinking. I think it might be Easter next year. It's close enough. Yeah, I have mixed views on this. It has to be said. There are some good bits. I like the Excelsior stuff. But it just seems a bit weak sauce, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's a wee bit too much padding, reuse of footage from 2. And I know that's, because the whole setup with Nimoy directing this meant they had a lot less budget because he was an untried director, but anyway. And then, of course, the irony being he makes such a great success with 4, in terms of financially, and then, because of the favoured nations clause, Shatner had to do 5. I wonder if 5 had been... Well, if 5 had been Nimoy, he wouldn't have gone with that story, let's face it. That was very much Shatner's baby.
Yeah, exactly, very much. It was all a load of wank. This...
Apparently Ronald Reagan didn't like this film, which is something in his favour anyway.
Okay.
I don't know why that was on Memory Alpha, but it was.
I don't... Mostly I don't like this, but it's...
It's too strong to say I don't like it.
No, but because it's boring rather than bad.
It is dull in places, there's no two ways about it.
Well, it's more dull than not, actually.
I mean, the fact that we ended up reciting the whole Defenders of the Earth lyrics kind of proves the point.
I mean, are we playing out to that?
I suppose we should really now, should we? You hear it done properly, okay?
Yeah. But there's just... This is like... For me, this has the same problems as some of the next-gen movies. In that it feels like a slightly longer episode. It doesn't feel like it deserves being a movie.
No, you're right. It's only half a movie, I think, at most. And also, it's badly balanced because all the... when I was getting all excited with those new models constantly every 5 seconds, and then nothing.
But if you think about it, if you'd taken this plot, it would have made a fantastic episode of television.
Yes, 40 minutes, 45 minutes.
It would have been a fantastic episode of television. The problem is that all the padding to make it into a movie.
They needed something else happening.
You've got glitter again. What is it with you?
Is it coming from my hanky?
I think you must have glitter on your hanky.
Whenever I blow my nose, I get glitter. That's weird. Anyway, that's not relevant for people listening to this crap.
Not really, no. But all
video playback and displays.
Yeah. So maybe glitter's more interesting than what they're looking at right now.
There we are. No, it's not bad. I still enjoy it to an extent. It's just nowhere near as good as the others, is it? Well, by the others I mean 2, 4, 5.
Look, it's better than 5.
No, it's not. I enjoy. There's a lot more going on in 5.
No,
it's
5
a lot.
Is shite. 5 makes you want to kill people.
It's a lot less competently put together.
This doesn't.
5,
doesn't make me want to kill people. I'm just mostly bored.
No, I'm not bored in 5.
You're just weird. All right.
You've just noticed that, have you?
Now, I've always known it, but what I'm trying to say is, in terms of the fact that you love 5, you're weird. You have to admit to being in a minority.
I do realise I'm in a minority.
Yeah, right. There. So, normal people...
Oh, come on. Woman in cafeteria, Grace Lee Whitney. Could you not call her by her name, for heaven's sake?
Oh, gosh.
Really? That's bad.
That is bad. Fucking hell. I was going to say it's JJ noticed, but she probably has and got very angry years ago.
I expect so, yes. One of the great underserved characters there.
Yeah.
There's the whole story about... Well, we haven't done the original series, so anyway.
No,
Special thanks to the United States Marine Corps Air Ground Combat Centre. Why? There must be a story behind that.
Is that where they filmed it that wasn't Kew Gardens? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Okay. But no, if you want to check out the original series, the Edge of Forever podcast have just completed their original series rewatch with a special covering the original series as a whole, which you can find on earth-2.net.
Some damn fine pluggage there, my dear. Yeah, So who knows what we'll be covering at Christmas? I don't. I haven't decided yet. It's all random. It's all random.
Haven't we got some shitty next-gen movie between...
We've got Insurrection coming up in a month or so, yeah.
Oh, fucking...
The best of the movies, I don't think.
Oh, right. We haven't got a Patreon for beer, have we?
We should have. Yeah, if we were going to do a Patreon, it would literally be beer money. We'd be completely honest about it.
It would be
we're not
beer
doing a Patreon
to watch shit movies.
I think that's one of the few distinctive things we have is the fact that we don't have a Patreon.
But if
it
we
would
did,
be sad.
it would be for beer.
Yeah. You can buy us a pint.
Yes.
That is our Patreon. Actually, you see us down the pub, buy us a pint. That's our equivalent of the Patreon.
Yeah.
Well, there we are, folks. And we're back on the menu screen now, so I better press stop somehow.
There you go.
Hammer time. So yes, mixed views. That was a film we just watched. Yes.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad.
No, it's not bad.
I just think it's mostly boring.
It is. It has boring sections in it. Yes.
And
the best bits are all at the front. Which is not good.
And
bad planning.
The moment that Shat had to shine when his son dies doesn't carry it off.
Maybe a bit controversial. I think some people like that, but yeah.
For me, that doesn't work at all for me.
There we are. Okay, folks. Well, we'll catch you for whenever the next ordinary episode is after Easter. But I hope you have a fantastic Easter time, whatever you do for it. Stuff your face with eggs or whatever, and try not to get the trots. And we'll catch you.
He's nice, isn't he?
Well, it's nice. Yeah. I don't want people to have the trots, do I? That would be evil.
Sorry about him.
Yeah, she's apologising for me now. Oh, the irony. Cheery bye.
Bye.
Defenders of the Earth. Defenders. Out of the sky, his rockets ignite. Jets into battle, flying faster than light. Flash Gordon. Lord of the jungle, the hero who stalks. The beast call him brother, the goes to war. Defenders of the Earth. Defenders. Master of magic spells and illusion. Enemies crumble in fear and confusion. And drink. Defenders of the Earth. Defenders. His strength is a legend. His skills conquer all. Armed with his power, we never will fall. No. Defenders of the Earth. Defenders. With power, new young heroes proving their worth. Or become 8, defending the Earth. Defenders of the Earth. Defenders. Defenders of the Earth.
All music referenced is for illustrative purposes only, and no copyright infringement is intended.
Find our website at bOrgCast.libsyn.com.
And we have a YouTube channel as well.
You can find the bOrgCast playouts on Spotify for your listening pleasure.
Visit our Tumblr site at bOrgCast.tumblr.com.
Send emails or MP3s to bOrgCast@gmail.com.
Or you can contact us via Twitter on rev_org or bOrgCastAmmo. #bOrgCast.